Hello, my 10th graders. Welcome again to a new lesson. In this lesson, we will do grammar worksheet 3. So, our lesson is about grammar. Let me remind you that we have finished before guided writing part 1, part 2, and part 3. Now, today we'll start with our grammar lesson, which will be with grammar worksheet 2. So this is your worksheet or your grammar worksheet 3, and you will have to look at this video and this lesson because will be your worksheet 3. Now, for our grammar lesson, we will talk about grammar worksheet 3, and we will start with passive voice الفعل المبني للمجهول. We will introduce the form. How do you know that this is passive? And the use, and we will do some exercises about that. See, before we introduce the passive voice أو الفعل المبني للمجهول, you should know that we have active voice and passive voice. Now, active, it means الفعل المبني للمعلوم, that you know who did the action. Passive voice, it means الفعل المبني للمجهول. The focus here is on the action. We don't know who did the action, or we are not interested to know. لا نعرف من قام بالفعل أو غير مهتمين لمعرفة من قام بالفعل. Examples. Active, in the active voice في الفعل المبني للمعلوم. Ram killed Raven. Ram killed Raven. Now, who killed Raven? Ram. So here it is active because we know who did the action, and you have the verb killed. It comes in past simple verb 2. Now, in passive voice, to make it into passive, للتحويل إلى الفعل المبني للمجهول, you bring the object. The object is the one that where the action is done for him, okay? That it is the object المفعول به. You bring the object Raven at the beginning, then you change the verb, and next we will talk how to change the verbs. Now, it depends on the kind of the verb or type of the verb. If it is past simple, as you can see, verb 2, you should add was or were with verb 3 from the verb itself. So Raven is singular. We add was, then verb 3 from killed, which is killed, and at the end we put by plus the subject, we call it agent, نائب الفاعل, who did the action. Now by is optional, we can put it, but only we put by if we know who did the action, if he is or she is famous or known, like names, like someone who is known to you, okay, like Ahmad, Ram, Muntaha, Rami. Now, for someone or somebody, we don't write by, because even someone, we don't know who did the action. So, you have active, الفعل المبني للمعلوم, passive, الفعل المبني للمجهول. As if we are talking in Arabic, كسر أحمد الشباك, this is مبني للمعلوم. لكن كسر الشباك, هاي مبني للمجهول. So the first one is active, the second one is passive. Passive voice اللي هو الفعل المبني للمجهول. Number 1, when we want to emphasize an action or emphasize an action rather than who or what is responsible for it. So we want to focus on the action, not for the subject or the one who did the action. For example, he was given the first prize. Now, this example is giving you that هو أعطى أو أعطي. He was given the first prize. هو أعطي الجائزة الأولى. أعطي, it means passive voice. Now, how did you know that this is passive? Again, you have was and verb 3. And next, we will introduce the form of passive voice. Number 2, when the agent is unknown or unimportant, لما يكون الفاعل غير معروف أو غير مهم. Like, a lot of diamonds were stolen in the bank robbery. So, a lot of diamonds were stolen. سُرقت. سُرقت, it means passive. We have were plus verb 3. And are these shoes cleaned every morning? هل تنظف وليس تنظف. تنظف it means someone cleaned it. Okay? So are with cleaned. So we have was, were, and are plus verb 3. It gives you the passive voice. Here it's not important who cleaned them. The most important the action. عملية التنظيف وليس من نظف. And this is of course passive voice. Know that this is passive sentence. The passive is made with the verb to be and the past participle of the verb. So you bring the object, which was you bring the object of the active sentence, then you add one of verbs to be, then you add verb 3 of the verb. And you can add, as I said, by if the agent or the subject is known by Ahmad, by Ramzi, by Rami, لكن by someone or by people or by the man, we don't add this because it's not known to you. So here the passive voice form, a passive sentence consists of the subject, then verb to be, then past participle. Past participle, it means verb 3. Okay? Then we can add the complement of the sentence or sometimes the agent or by with the subject. Now you have this example. The workers were fired. طرد العمال أو طرد العمال. طرد. Why طرد? Because we have were plus verb 3. This is passive sentence. The workers were fired. طرد العمال. Now maybe by Ahmed, by Rami, by whatever. Attention. Now be careful here. The agent shows who performs the action. Agent هو نائب الفاعل. هو اللي عمل العمل. We add it after by. It is introduced by means of the preposition by. We add by, then we add the agent. Example. My sister was hired by the new manager. Is it passive or active sentence? هاي الجملة مبني للمعلوم or مبني للمجهول. As you see, was hired. You have one of verb to be and you have verb 3. So it is passive sentence. By the new manager. New manager here we call it agent أو نائب الفاعل. Because it was what? The subject of the active. Now it becomes here the, yes, we put it after by. So my sister was hired. وظفت أختي. وظفت. By whom? By the new manager. So this is passive sentence. In our lesson, here we have how to turn or to change any sentence from active to passive. كيف نغير أي جملة من الفعل المبني للمعلوم اللي هو الactive to الفعل المبني للمجهول. First of all, you should know that only transitive verbs which take an object can be used in the past. فقط الأفعال التي تأخذ المفعول به. We call it in Arabic المتعدي. المتعدي took an object. فقط التي تأخذ an object نستطيع أن نستخدمها in the passive voice. Why? Because we need the object to be at the beginning of the passive sentence. So number 1, the object of the active verb becomes the subject of the passive. First of all, أو first step لتحويل من active لpassive نحضر الobject. من وين؟ من جملة الactive. So you bring the object at the beginning of the sentence. Number 2, the passive consists of verb to be. You bring one of verbs to be and the past participle of the active verb. Now, what are the verbs to be that you should choose? Here you have at the bottom of this page, آخر الصفحة زي ما أنت شايفة هون in the red color, you have verb to be. You can use is or are, was or were, being, been or be, plus verb 3 of the active verb. So first of all, you bring the object. جبنا المفعول به. Then you choose one of verb to be. طبعا how أو أي حد نختار أي verb depends on the verb in the active voice. Now we will talk about this. Number 3, the subject of the active sentence becomes the agent. السبجكت اللي هو فاعل الجملة المبني للمعلوم حيصير تحت agent اللي هو نائب فاعل. We put it after by. So فاعل الجملة المبني للمعلوم يصبح نائب فاعل لجملة المبني للمجهول. Then we use by plus the agent. Now the conclusion التلخيص لهذا الشيء إنه الباسف عبارة عن you bring the object هي واحد. اثنين you bring one of verbs to be, one of them is or are, was or were, being, been, be, then you add verb 3 from the active verb. Now how to choose any verb to be يعني متى تختار is or are, was or were, being or been, this is what we will see next. Now you have from the first column أول عمود في tense اللي هو الزمن. present simple, you should know that present simple هو المضارع البسيط verb 1 or verb 1 with s. past simple الماضي البسيط which is verb 2. future well مستقبل with well verb 1. and present continuous المضارع المستمر which is are am with verb ing. Now how can we see them in active and how they will be in passive voice? Now if you look at here the column that has the passive voice العمود اللي فيه الأفعال أو الجمل المبنية للمجهول, you have here in the black color object, then you add verb to be, then you add verb 3. Now how to choose any verb to be? It depends on the verb in the active. Let's start with the first tense أول زمن present simple which is verb 1 or verb 1 with s in the active. Example, people speak English in many countries. First of all, you should identify the object, then the verb. Now people speak English. How to identify the object? كيف بنعين المفعول به بالجملة اللي هو بده يكون ما وقع عليه الفعل. Speak what, eat what, clean what. يعني the verb, what did we do, for what? The action was for what or for whom, okay? So people speak English in many countries. This is active. Now to make it into passive, if you look at the passive side, English, which is the object, we bring the object English. Now we will change the verb. The verb in the active is speak. Now you should identify the kind. Speak is present simple. For the present simple, you should choose even is or are, then add verb 3 from the verb. English is singular, so we add is. Now verb 3 from speak, spoken, then you complete the sentence. بنحط الكومبلمنت بتصير English is spoken in many countries. English is spoken in many countries. Now we can add by, but if the subject is known, people is not known, because of that we don't say by people. مين هم من الناس مش معروفين. So English is spoken in many countries. This is the passive sentence. Now the second example, Lana eats 2 apples every day. This is also present simple because we have the verb eats. قلنا ل present simple يا إما speak له verb infinitive or eats verb with s. How to change it into passive? First of all, you bring the object 2 apples. Now change the verb. You look at the verb ونحدد النوع. Now eats present simple. ل present simple حناخد is و are with verb 3. Apples plural, so we add are. Verb 3 from the active verb اللي هو eat حيصير eaten. So 2 apples are eaten every day by Lana. Here we add because Lana, someone is known to you. Okay? This is for the present simple. So we took is و are for present simple. Now past simple أو اللي هو الماضي البسيط اللي هو verb 2. Examples. Someone robbed a bank yesterday. Now, first of all, you bring the object. بتروحي على الفعل. robbed سرق ماذا؟ البنك. So البنك هو المفعول به. نظف ماذا؟ الشباك. الشباك هو المفعول به. So a bank. Now, is or are? No. For verb 2, we use was or were. So robbed, it's end with ed. So it's not verb 1. It's verb 2, past simple. So we choose even was or were. Was if the object was singular, and where if the object اللي حطيتيه بالأول was plural. So a bank was verb 3 من robbed. هي robbed نعرف إنه ends with ed for verb 2 and for verb 3 also ed. So a bank was robbed yesterday. We don't add by someone because someone is not known. حد ما من هو ما بنعرف. Number 2, she painted many pictures yesterday. Now you bring the O. اللي هو painted what. تسألي painted what. many pictures. So this is the object. many pictures. Now was or were for pictures. were. verb 3 from the verb paint بتصير or painted. painted. So many pictures were painted yesterday. We don't say by her. طبعا her refers to she because she is not known to you. Now for future, well plus verb 1. If you have well plus verb 1 in the active, how to make it into passive? For example, our teacher will collect the projects. So you bring the O اللي هي after the verb, or it's not necessary to be after the verb. يعني it should talk about something you do. For. Now collect what? Collect the projects. تجمع المشاريع. So projects, the O. Then we add will collect. Now will, we don't change will. You add will when you have will. Now you have here verb 1. What do you choose for verb to be? You should choose be. So we took is are for present simple. Was or were لما يكون عندنا verb 2 past simple. When you have will, you choose be. Okay? So the projects will be, and you add verb 3 from collect, of course, from the main verb. Will he helping verb. So collect بتصير collected. صارت the projects will be collected. Okay? Now the last tense for today, the present continuous. شو يعني present continuous؟ مضارع مستمر اللي هو عبارة عن is, are, am plus verb ing. هذا وين؟ in the active بالفعل المبني للمعلوم. Examples. Mom is making a cake. جملة مبني للمعلوم فيها present continuous. فرح is cleaning the windows. Also is مع ing بيعطيني present continuous بالactive. Now how to change it into passive? Look at the first example. Mom is making a cake. أول step شو بنعمل؟ we bring the object اللي هي a cake. Then you add is or are or am اللي هي خدناها من التنس already. Then you add being. You add being. من وين being؟ اللي هي من الverbs to be اللي موجودة فوق. So you add a cake is being. Then you add what? verb 3 من الفعل الرئيسي. make. verb 3 made. by mom. ليش حطينا by؟ لأنه mom معروفة. by mom. So a cake is being made by mom. من وين is؟ من التنس لأنه مضارع مستمر. being من الverb to be اللي فوق اللي بنختار واحدة منهم. Then you add verb 3 اللي هو من make صارت made. Then you add by mom. The second example. فرح is cleaning the windows. First step بنجيب الأو اللي هي the windows. Then you add is أو are أو am حسب الزمن هاد. You add are لأنه windows جمع. Then you add one of verbs to be. Choose one. being. Then you add verb 3 from clean. cleaned. And we add by فرح لأنه فرح is known to you. طيب. Now why did we choose being? For ing لما يكون عندك الفعل بالمبني للمعلوم it took ing. You should choose being من الverb to be. So again present simple اللي هي verb 1 أو verb 1 مع اسم ناخد is و are. past simple هي verb 2 ناخد was و were. future well لما يكون عندك will ناخد be. ولما يكون عندنا ing اللي هي present continuous we took being or we take being. So from verbs to be أخذنا ال is وال are for present simple, ال was وال were for past simple, وال being لما يكون عندك ing. Now leave been or be for next tenses. Today only you should study these tenses with this form. After you take verb to be, what do? You bring verb 3 من الفعل المبني للمعلوم. Following sentences into passive voice. Here you have active voice sentences. هنا جمل مبنية للمعلوم. We know who did the action. احنا نغيرهم ل passive voice sentences لجمل مبنية للمجهول. Let's move on. Number 1. My great grandfather built this house 60 years ago. First of all, you should identify the object, then you look at the verb, then you add the complement. You can add by, as I said, if the subject for the active voice is known to you. Now, here you have two colors. The blue one is telling you that this is the verb. The red one is telling you that this is the object. Now, you should start with what? This house, because it is the object. Then you look at the verb and see what is the kind. احنا أخذنا four tenses. يا إما حيكون present simple، يا إما past simple، يا إما will، يا إما present continuous. Now built is verb 2. So past simple, what do you do? What do you choose from verb to be the past simple, as I said before? Was or were. Now this house is singular. We choose was, then verb 3 from built اللي هي أصلا built. Then you add the complement هي 60 years ago. Then you put by, or you cannot write by if it is unknown to you. So the answer should be this house اللي هي الobject was built. حطينا was لأنه verb 2. Then you add verb 3 from the verb. Then the complement هي 60 years ago, and we added by because we knew my grandfather, my mom, my dad هذول معروفين فبنحط لهم by my grand أو great grandfather. Number 2. They will buy a new TV next week. Again, we bring a new TV اللي هي الobject. Well حضلها well. Now buy for buy لما يكون بعد well we add be. Then you add verb 3 هي bought. Then next week ما بنحط by them لأنه it's not known to you. So your answer should be a new TV will be bought next week. Number 3, as you see, already you have the answer. The company normally delivers cars within a month. You bring the O. Then you add is, are, or was, were, or be, or being. Now, لأنه delivers verb with us شو بناخد is أو are. Cars plural, so we add are. Verb 3 from deliver, delivered, and you complete the sentence. التكملة هي normally within a month. We don't put by the company because it's not known which company. Number 4. The government is planning a new road near my house. You bring a new road. Then you add is, if is or are or am, depending on the object. إذا singular حنحط is, إذا plural حنحط are, وإذا I أكيد حنحط am. Then you add being. From being where؟ من وين جبنا being؟ قلنا من verbs to be. لما يكون عندك ing you choose being. Then verb 3 اللي هو أصلا الفورم تبع passive voice. هي الإز من التنس، الbeing من verb to be إحنا بنحطه عشان نعمل passive، وverb 3 من planning هي planned بنجيب الverb لحاله من مجرد. Then we add ed أو ممكن ما يكون ed. Then you add the rest of the sentence. باقي الجملة near my house by the government حطينا by لأنه الحكومة معروفة مين هي. Number 5. A workman will repair the computer tomorrow. هاي برضو على will. You bring the computer. Then you add will. For will حكينا بناخد be من verbs to be. Then you add verb 3 repair حتصير repaired tomorrow. So the computer will حتنزل will. You add be. Then you add verb 3 repaired. Then you add the complement. The last one, they made many plans at the party. They made many plans at the party. So you bring many plans. قلنا the red color, it means this is the object. Many plans. Then made بنحدد التنس هي verb 2. شو بناخد verb 2 was or were. Plans يعني جمع, so we add were. Now we need verb 3 من الفعل. من made هي made. So many plans were made at the party. We don't add by them بواسطتهم لأنه by them they someone is unknown مش معروف مين هم. So your answer should be many plans were made at the party. And finally, my dears, by this we end the first part of the passive voice. هذا فقط الجزء الأول من الفعل المبني للمجهول. Only you have to study the present simple, past simple, future will, present continuous, إنه how to make it or how to change from active to passive لما يكون عندك present simple و past simple و will future و present continuous. Again, the form of the passive شكل الجملة المبنية للمجهول. You start with the object مفعول به. Then you add one of verbs to be. بضيف واحد من verbs to be حسب نوع الverb. لما يكون عندك present simple you choose is و are مع verb 3 طبعا. Past simple ناخد was و were مع verb 3. When you have future well, you should choose well معها be معها verb 3. When you have is are am مع ing تختاري is are am مع being مع verb 3 للpassive voice. I hope you enjoy this lesson. Please study well and follow with me. If you have anything, you can send to me in any moment. Thank you, my dears.